Good morning, friends. Myself, Dr. Ellen Ghatge, Head Department of Business Economics. Today, we are going to discuss the third chapter, first content of the third chapter, that is A.M. Khushro Committee's report. Friends, before starting the lecture, I want to give you two most important suggestions. That 50% syllabus we have covered. Out of 50% syllabus, only two lectures I want to deliver you, which have been recorded by Rayat Shikshan Sanstha studio, isn't it? At present, that studio is closed up to 13th September. That's why in the next week, these two lectures should be delivered. Second most important thing, college has decided that your fifth semester examination will be start on the third week of November, and that's why you may have to prepare yourselves with the help of books available in a library or your own. You have to start your study, and the nature of study at present, as per government rule, as per UGC norms, online examinations have to be conducted in future, and that's why fifth semester's examination should be taken on the basis of online, and that's why objective type questions you may have to prepare. The nature of objective type questions, you know, at SY level you have appeared for the MCQ examination of various papers, and in various papers you may have to prepare the online examination through the MCQ questions. Later on I will spend one or two lectures how the MCQ question should be drawn with the help of syllabus which we study in last 2 months, isn't it? Apart from this, today we are going to discuss the third one topic and first content of the third one topic, as that is the committee's reports, variety of committee's report. Just within the first and second chapter, we have considered theoretical information regarding the cooperation, role of cooperation, principles of cooperation, role of cooperation in rural development, as well as cooperative movement since 1991. Later on, we have considered the variety of cooperative credit institution and their structure, which is in working of Indian economy, and the progression of these institutions we have considered, in which we have considered the PACS, management of PACS, functions of PACS, and problems faced by PACS as well as progress of PACS. Later on, we have considered the district central cooperative banks, management, functions, progress, and problems. And last one topic we have considered earlier, that is state cooperative banks, which works at state level, and the management of state cooperative banks, functions of state cooperative banks, progression of state cooperative banks, and problems faced by state cooperative banks in our country, isn't it? These two topics delivers the nature as well as theoretical as well as practical and experience of cooperative organization in respect of Indian economy, isn't it? Now, before starting the lecture of A.M. Khushro Committee report, in an introductory part you must know that India is an agricultural country. Being an agricultural country, the position of agricultural sector is not quite satisfactory, isn't it? In this background, we may have to consider the role played by cooperative sector. All of us know that since 1904, the cooperative institutions plays vital role in molding the agricultural sector, developing the agricultural sector. The credit needs have been submitted by cooperative sector, variety of cooperative institutions, that is PACS and DCC banks as well as state cooperative banks as well as other banks, nationalized banks also plays vital role in the development of agricultural sector. Though it is happening since last 110 years or 115 years. What is the effect of it? Agriculture sector has made considerable progress, but the basic requirement of agriculture sector has not been fulfilled. And that's why since 1904, as we have used cooperative organization for the betterment of common man and for the betterment of rural people as well as the betterment of farmers, credit needs have been provided by variety of cooperative credit institutions. Other institutions have provided variety of facilities to the agriculture and industrial sector. Okay, and all these cooperative institutions or cooperative organizations role in developing Indian economy. One of the most important thing we may have to consider here, that is the agriculture sector. If we become successful for developing agricultural sector, automatically industrial sector and service sector will develop, isn't it? And overall development of Indian economy is based on agricultural sector, and that's why credit needs. In 1951, we have decided that maximum credit needs should be provided by cooperative sectors, and whichever credit provided by cooperative credit institution and cooperative banks to the agricultural sector, review has to be taken. And that's why in 1986, Reserve Bank of India has established Agricultural Review Committee under the chairmanship of A.M. Khushro. And this A.M. Khushro committee has taken a review of agricultural sector, agricultural development, and role played by cooperative credit institutions for the betterment of agricultural sector. That is, how much credit facilities have been provided by agricultural sector, and whether the cooperative sector's role in developing agricultural sector is achieved or not. And in this connection, today we are going to discuss the recommendations of A.M. Khushro committee. Just we have considered that appointment of A.M. Khushro committee was in 1986. You may have to ask the objective type question that A.M. Khushro committee was appointed in dash year. 1986 is the proper answer. A.M. Khushro committee was appointed by Reserve Bank of India, central government, state government, and cooperative department. In this way, objective questions you should prepare for online examination, which will be conducted in the month of November 2020, isn't it? After all, we may have to consider A.M. Khushro committee's recommendations, observations. When we consider A.M. Khushro committee's observations or recommendations, A.M. Khushro committee has made the study of agricultural sector and credit provided by credit cooperatives, cooperative institutions to the agricultural sector, and committee has submitted her report in August 1989, in which committee has given several recommendations for the betterment of rural development, for the betterment of agricultural sector, for the betterment of cooperative sector. First most important recommendation made by A.M. Khushro committee is weaknesses in regional rural banks. All of us know the brief history of establishment of the regional rural banks in our country. Since 1975, central government has given the inspiration to establish regional rural banks to provide financial as well as other type of facilities to the rural people. And these regional rural banks were working since 2nd October 1975 to 1988. A.M. Khushro committee was observed that these regional rural banks should work for the betterment of not only the rural development of India, but for the development of cooperative sector also. Hand in hand, regional rural banks should work. But committee observes that after 11 years of commencement of regional rural banks, these banks have not made the considerable progress. These banks have not given the cooperation, 100% cooperation to the cooperative sector. And that's why the efficiency of regional rural banks was declining. And that's why the main objective of regional rural banks to provide credit facilities to the cooperative sector as well as rural development activities through the cooperative sector, isn't it? And this aim was not achieved, and that's why this committee has made the recommendations regarding the merger of regional rural banks to the nationalized banks, and those nationalized banks should be taken into consideration the service area approach. And after all, 1989, these regional rural banks we have merged in service area approach banks, that is the nationalized banks. In this way, the recommendation made by A.M. Khushro Committee was in implementation since 1989. It means whichever observations A.M. Khushro Committee observes in respect of functioning of regional rural banks and the connection between regional rural banks, correlation between regional rural banks and cooperative sector, cooperative banks. Cooperative banks work for the agriculture and rural development, and regional rural banks were established for the development of rural areas in our country. And that's why both these banks should work hand in hand. But it does not observe to the committee, and that's why committee has made most important suggestion in recommendation in respect of merger of regional rural banks to the nationalized banks, or the functioning of regional rural banks should work fulfilled with the help of nationalized banks because of weaknesses in regional rural banks, isn't it? They should work with the help of cooperative sector also. Second most important suggestion made by A.M. Khushro Committee is regarding the agricultural credit. Regional rural banks and other banks provides loans to the agricultural sector. Cooperative sector plays vital role in agricultural credit. But committee observes that whichever credit supply is supplied by the cooperative sector and other sectors, other banks to the agricultural sector, the economic condition of farmer has not recovered due to the bifurcation of farmers, classification of farmers, small farmers, marginal farmers, medium level farmers, and farmers needs to agricultural credit by variety of regions and other regions for the rural development. And that's why committee has recommended that two different type of rate of interest should be charged for small and marginal farmers. The rate of interest should be 1.5% extra than the commercial bank deposit interest rate. Whichever interest rate given by commercial banks to the depositors, 1.5% extra rate of interest should be charged to the agricultural loans by the commercial banks as well as cooperative banks for the betterment of small and marginal farmers. Economic condition of small and marginal farmers is differ from big farmers. For entire agricultural development, entire rural development, it is necessary to give such type of two interest rate, differentiate interest rate for developing agricultural sector as well as rural development. Another most important rate of interest should be charged to the other causes of agricultural sector, other reasons apart from agricultural development, isn't it? And that rate of interest should be 15.5% at that period. Just consider, at present we are providing loans below 15.5%. This is also most important, we may have to consider here. Whichever rate of interest charged by the cooperative banks and other banks for agricultural sector is less than 15.5%. But in 1989, A.M. Khushro Committee was recommended that for other reasons, farmers should be given the loans by 15.5% rate of interest, isn't it? These two types of rate of interest should be charged for rural development, agricultural development, and development of small, marginal, and middle level farmers, isn't it? The differentiate rate of interest should be charged, should be determined by cooperative banks as well as regional rural banks by service area approach, which was commenced since 1989, isn't it? And that's why these differentiate rate of interest are most important for entire overall development of agricultural sector and rural development. Third one most important suggestion made by A.M. Khushro Committee was the establishment of National Cooperative Bank of India. A.M. Khusro Committee observes that whichever credit supply supplied by the variety of cooperative banks, that is PACs, DCC banks, state cooperative banks, as well as land development banks, isn't it? As well as other banks, private banks, money lenders, and commercial banks, nationalized banks, whichever credit given to the farmers. Committee observes that there was no correlation between the variety of credit institutions, cooperative sector as well as private sector and nationalized banks. And for the correlation between the variety of cooperative sector as well as cooperative banks and other banks, coordination is necessary. At present, lead bank scheme is launched since 1970, and for the betterment of Satara district, Bank of Maharashtra working as a lead bank. In this way, the coordination bank is necessary, and that's why A.M. Khusro Committee has recommended for the establishment of National Cooperative Bank of India. Yet we have not established National Cooperative Bank of India. Apart from NABARD, establishment of NABARD, NABARD works for the coordination of variety of cooperative sector, but NABARD does not made the linkage between the cooperative sector and nationalized banks. For that purpose, A.M. Khusro Committee has recommended the establishment of National Cooperative Bank of India. Next one suggestion we may have to take into consideration, establishment of Infrastructural Development Corporation. Infrastructural Development Corporation is necessary for developing agricultural sector, agro-based industries and cooperative sector. States like West Bengal, Assam, Bihar, there is a lacuna of infrastructural facilities. Due to the infrastructural facilities, we do not develop the cooperative sector in those states. And for the development of agriculture and allied sector in those states, there is greater need of infrastructural development. And for infrastructural development corporation should be established. And that's why A.M. Khusro Committee observes that for entire country, the states like Assam, Bihar, Orissa, West Bengal, lack of infrastructural facilities. Due to lack of infrastructural facilities, cooperative sector and banking sector has not developed the credit needs, not developed the banks in those states. And that's why for overall development of India, it is necessary to establish the Infrastructural Development Corporation. And after the establishment of Infrastructural Development of Corporation, nationalized banks, cooperative banks and agro-based industries, other cooperative institutions should be, and this is a greater need. At that time, A.M. Khusro Committee observes that cooperative movement should be developed not only 11 states like Maharashtra, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, but all the states should be benefited the cooperative organization, benefited the cooperative credit institutions role. And that's why for developing cooperative sector and banking sector in Assam, Bihar, Orissa, West Bengal states, before that infrastructural developments should be there. And for infrastructural development, establishment of Infrastructural Development Corporation should be there. And after the establishment of Infrastructural Development Corporation, the cooperative sector, cooperative banking sector, other cooperative institutions, nationalized banks and their branches, and other commercial banks should take initiative for the development of rural areas as development of agricultural sector, agro-based industry, industrial development and overall development of a country. And that's why this is most important suggestion or recommendation made by A.M. Khusro Committee. One thing is clear, we may have to take into consideration. Overall rural development is depend upon cooperative development. Cooperative development's role in rural development, agricultural development, agro-based industries most important. And for that purpose, this most important recommendation we may have to consider here. The remaining recommendations we will consider on the next lecture.